Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Dr. J streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is phenomenal. I mean, you can't beat this. We really have spring today. Spring is not only in the air, spring is here. And that's such a pleasure to say, considering the miserable start to the month of May. It felt much more like April and May, but now May feels like May. We only have about 8 more days of May, but coming up into the Memorial Day weekend, we should have some really nice weather. At least that's what I'm hoping. So couldn't be more pleased as far as the Dow goes. I'm not too worried, but I still have some little reservation whether or not we put in the bottom. My original forecast called for a possible low just where it stopped at around 25.2. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm content that we put in a low. But I would love a turnaround this afternoon. I would love a green candle on the Dow by the end of the day. That would really confirm things in my mind. I think it's an important day for the determination of the direction of the markets. And that same could be said for three of my favorite things. What's the song? These are a few of my favorite things. Well, I'll give you three of my favorite things: Chronos, athx, and CVM in no particular order. But these are some of my favorite things, some of my favorite stocks, some of my larger holdings. In any event, I'm going to tell you what I think of all three of those. I do have the charts of them midday. I have the chart of the Dow midday. So we're going to look at 4 charts. We're going to do it quickly because it is a midday report. Dr. J has things to do. I just came back from the gym. Excuse my hair, it's a little messed up here. I literally didn't have time to comb it because I have someplace I got to go. And combing it might have meant 30 seconds less of my video. So I have a messed up hair. Mess it up a little more, maybe it'll look better. In any event, the Mets won, the Yankees won, all is good in baseball land. Peter Alonso hit another home run. Number 16 on the air, Gary Sanchez hit another home run. Number 14 on the air. Go Yanks, go Mets. LGM, let's go Yankees. Okay, so I really don't care about the day-to-day movements of the stock price on CVM sell side. Who said that? Dr. J said it, but also Gert Kirsten said it at the shareholders meeting. He doesn't care because what's important is when the data comes in, when the trials are over, for head and neck cancer, 900 and something patients having received multi-kind prior to standard of care. And he's so enthusiastic. He's so sure of himself. I mean, sometimes this can backfire. But I personally like it when CEOs bubble over with enthusiasm. And this fellow has 1 million shares or so. I'm not sure the exact amount to back up his enthusiasm. I don't believe he'll do any kind of offering until the results are in, because I think he thinks it's going to be very, very good. And if he thinks it's going to be very, very good, I think it's going to be very, very good. Who am I to say no? Just because some essay hit piece disagreed, go ahead. You're entitled to your opinion. Short the stock, make your 3-4% in a day, but don't stay short, because overnight the data could come in and you could get caught with your shorts on fire or shorts down, pants down, whatever expression you like. So I'm looking forward to the data readout, but I'm hoping it doesn't come so quickly, because the longer it takes, the more implied success there is. And that's because we're waiting for 298 events or deaths to occur in order to compute the some kind of computation of median overall survival or overall survival, what have you. I think a 55% survival rate with standard of care after 3 years is what's being used as a norm, I think. I mean, I'm not intimately familiar with all the aspects of the trial design, But I have a feeling, based on phase 2 results with this very small sample space, of course, that there was very good results there, and I think that the CEO thinks it will carry forward for a larger group. So if he's that optimistic, I'm not optimistic. And as far as athx goes, it's a similar situation. Although data is not imminent, it's about a year away. You're looking at a minimum of a 10-to-1 shot on the upside if the data is really, really good, really, really strong data in Japan. Will send that stock from $1.80 to $18 instantly. So you're looking down the road at a very big prospective gain. And the same is true with CVM. I think you could have a 10-bagger from $5 to $50 overnight. So you want to play with that as a short? Be my guest. Go ahead. Let's see how gutsy you really are. Dr. J is gutsy for being in it because the price action has shown a lot of, let's say, negative sentiment lately. Drop from 8 to 5 is not a good thing under any circumstances. But hey, Dr. J, instead of selling, it was brave enough to buy. Now, either I'm a brave guy or I'm a foolish guy. And I said in a tweet that there's a fine line sometimes between being brave and being foolish. So time will tell whether Dr. J was brave or Dr. J was foolish, or a little of both. In any event, you gotta put your money up on the pass line in order to get that Yo 11, and I'm looking for that Yo 11. I personally think Yo 11 is a 15-to-1 payoff I know it's a 15-to-1 payoff in Vegas. I looked it up the other day instead of 17-to-1, so you're getting gypped. I think the opposite is true here. I think you lose all your money if the results are bad, don't get me wrong. But I think on the other hand, you're going to make a 10-bagger or a 5 to 10 bagger if the results are really good. They meet their primary endpoints, even if they don't meet their secondary and tertiary endpoints, whatever they are. And again, I'm not totally familiar with all aspects of the trial design, but the main primary endpoint is overall survival. The secondary endpoint, I don't remember. I know the tertiary endpoint is tumor regression. I believe in phase 2, we saw tumor regression. Okay, at least in 2 out of 12 cases, I think, or 4 out of 12. Again, I'm not that familiar with all the details of all the trials. I just like the enthusiasm of Gerd Kirsten, and I feel not quite as confident as this fellow seems to be, but again, I don't think I'm getting bad odds. All right, I'm willing to lose my money. I have a nice amount of money that I'm risking, but I think the risk reward is worth it. I think the true odds are probably even money. And I'm getting what, maybe 5 to 1. It's hard to say what I'm getting, but roughly. All right. As far as Kronos goes, I've been I've been buying more Kronos on the dive, on the analyst sell rating. I don't care. I'm buying more Kronos because Dr. J has the courage of his convictions. So I've been buying it all the way down to the recent 14s, and I'm going to continue buying it all the way up back over 20. And it has this nice chart today, a nice green candle today, along with CGC. I probably own about an equal amount of both. All right, so pot is hot today, but the rest of the market is not. We'll take a look. I can't talk too much longer, so I got to talk quicker than normal. Otherwise, I can't get in everything I have to say, and I have to go someplace. So I'm squeezing this one in. All right, let's take a look at the Dow first. What I want to show you on the Dow is where we bottomed, where I believe we bottomed. Oh, what's the Dow at? Oh, this would have been lovely, but it's not true. So I have to refresh this. I mean, it's not true that the Dow is up 115 points. I wish that were the case. The Dow is down 100 points, or 0.39%. I would love to see a green candle by the end of the day. I would like to see a green candle that closes above the green candle of yesterday, which is a high of 25,898. So Dr. J is looking for a market turnaround. I want the Dow up on the day. I want to see this high taken out from yesterday. Otherwise, we have beginnings of a pattern that doesn't look too good to me. We have a low and then a high that's lower than the other high from the other day. I don't like that. I want to see, I would rather see this potentially take out the high of 517, which was like 25,948. So ultimately, I want a close above 25,948 on the Dow. If we don't get it, I'm not panicky. I think this is a very good place where we bottomed. I had this penciled in right from the start, along with this line. So we bottomed right here, not unexpected. Dr. J called for a possible correction when I saw the gravestone doji on, when was it? 429. So I warned of a possible correction, and I didn't know for sure we're getting it, but looks like we got it. I think there's a good chance it's over. And just to spite me, the Dow went down three more points as I spoke. All right, let's get to CVM real quick. So you know how I stand on Dow. I think the bottom is in on the correction, but I want more proof. CVM down a penny. I don't care because Gert don't care. Gert don't care. I don't care. The CEO don't care. I don't care. Will I buy any more? Probably not, because I have bought too much already. I don't want to lose sleep at night. So I love this candle from the other day. When it was in negative territory just a little while ago, I was itching to buy just for a quick swing trade, but I resisted because probably I wouldn't swing out of it because I like it so much. I'd probably just keep it. So anything I buy, I'm probably not looking to swing, but I could see that others who want to swing with this one, it looks like an attractive swing trade. Shorts are looking for that quick 40, 50 cent move down to the lows of yesterday. And I think they're going to be disappointed. I don't think they're going to get it. I think that this may have been the bottom. It looks like a very nice place to a bottom, very near the support that I drew in here, the low of the candle on 4.5, which was 442. Chris didn't like all the intraday lows. I mean, obviously, as from a technical point of view, this chart didn't leave much to be desired until today. I think if we make a new high today, I don't know if we did yet, 529, yesterday was 525. So already we put in a new high. If we don't make a new low, that would be very bullish. I don't care if the color of this candle is green or red too much. I prefer, of course, a green candle. I would prefer, of course, a close above yesterday's high. But, you know, what I prefer and what we get may be two different things. Athx. Again, I'm sorry if I'm rushing through this. I normally take a little more time, but I do have to go somewhere. And instead of resting and sleeping for a half hour, I figured I'd do this. Probably resting and sleeping might not have been a bad idea either. Okay, of course, do your own due diligence. My opinions are strictly my own, do not constitute investment advice. As always, consult with an investment advisor should you want to follow any of my ideas. Try to differentiate my great ideas from my clunkers. Dr. J does have some clunkers. And of course, there's extreme risk in CVM. You can lose everything that you put in. So you have to be ready to take that risk if you're going to go into that stock. It is a risky son of a gun. In any event, and I would certainly do more due diligence because I only gave you my perspective on the story, which could differ greatly from the bear case. So what do I say about Athx? It's I think, in my opinion, a very nice swing trade. You look at the low of the day on 515 as a stop, 177, and you go for something like the high here, 193. No, not 193. Can't be 193. The high is 193. That's because I didn't refresh. athx is trading much lower. This Yahoo Finance is driving me crazy. I don't even know if I had the right chart on CVM anymore. I'm going to take another look before I just give you wrong information. athx is down a nickel. So yeah, the story is still the same. The candle is not looking bad. A close above 183 would be nice, but not necessary. I would like it. I'd sleep better at night if it closed above 183. I'd be a little happier. I just don't want to see it make a new low. I'd rather it didn't. But if it does, I'm still in. And basically, I'm in it to win it. So if I were to swing right here, I'd be buying at $1.82, looking for $1.93, with a stop at $1.77. Chronos, I talked enough about athx and CVM in the intro. So moving right along so I can finish on time and still get to where I have to go is Chronos. I think we put in the bottom here. I probably bought that day. I've been buying a lot. May 9th, 16. What was the low of the day on May 9th? 1390. And where are we now? We're at a high of 1655 and right now 1618. Up 0.5%, 3.72. And that looks like an accurate number. I just want to check. Oh, I'm still very bullish. Would I be buying here? Personally, yes, I'm buying all the way up to 20. Putting this one away and looking for a buyout at about 50 down the road. I don't care if it takes 2 years, 3 years. I think we're going to get there, especially in this environment, any environment. Pot is hot. I think a liberalization of medical marijuana and recreational marijuana is going to help not only Chronos and CGC, but the whole sector. So you could probably throw a dart at any of these pot stocks and do okay. But I prefer to go to the ones that I like the best, Chronos and CGC. My only other interest is in ACB. And I'm doing that partly because of JD. That's right, JD, you get a little credit for my ACB position. I do like the other two better. I know you prefer ACB. I do respect JD's opinion. JD is a very shrewd investor from Dallas, Texas. I don't have time to look to see if I'm getting chat messages. I'm sorry. I'm just in a rush. So I just want to look at CVM one more time. Leave comments, write comments, because I'm not really reading the chats at this point. Maybe I will when I come back to the camera. Again, I really am under time pressure. CVM, is it really 504 at 122? I guess so. So I think that's an accurate number. Okay, so I want to just come back to the camera. I'll read any messages that we may have. I don't know if I really have any at this point. I don't usually come to you at this hour. Probably caught everybody by surprise. I'm going to stop screen sharing and see if I can take a look. I don't see any enter question mark. I don't know. I don't see the chat messages. They may be there, but I don't see them. So I can't say. In any event, I'm going to say shalom, sayonara, au revoir, arrivederci, ciao, hasta la vista, hasta mañana, Wiedersehen, bye.